Why, thank you.
All right, so no idea if this is going to be any good. This is like 4-year-old $12 a bottle champagne or sparkling wine.
So the reason why we have 12-year-old sparkling wine is because, yeah, it's not great, but is because we actually have this beautiful like wine room in our house, and we have sold. So
we sold the house. So our last kind of big move towards financial independence to travel. That's what we have been looking forward to for about a year now. So we went to Aulani and Disney's Aulani in Honolulu on the island of Oahu. I guess it's officially Ko'olina.
Yeah.
But we went there. Man, times are crazy right now. So much to talk about. So we went to Aulani. We cut our trip. We actually added 2 days because the day that we went, we were going to swing by Disneyland, and Disneyland was closing down for the COVID-19. But Aulani was like, hey, come on, we're still totally open. So we changed all of our stuff to go out to Aulani 2 days early.
We actually stayed at a different hotel because we couldn't get a hold of DVC to change our points over to Aulani for those first 2 nights, but we were able to enjoy the island.
Yeah, so we checked into Aulani 2 days later, and we left Aulani 2 days early because the COVID-19 situation is and was changing so rapidly at the time. We're actually self-quarantining right now in our house because when we got back, the guidance had changed from all international travelers should self-quarantine to anyone that traveled outside of the state should self-quarantine.
Yeah.
So we don't have any symptoms or anything like that, but just out of an abundance of caution, we are self-quarantining right now.
Yes.
Which is a weird timing because we sold our house in Hawaii. So we showed it while we were there, and they made an offer. We signed a contract, all from Hawaii. So I guess the key to us selling our house was to leave, not clean before they came over, and I don't know how that happened, but it worked out.
We got home and I walked in, and there are Pop-Tart crumbs from the kids eating Pop-Tarts at the table at like 5 in the morning before we left for the airport, like all over the table, and I was like, oh my gosh, how did these people want to buy our house?
That was crazy.
So
okay, one sec. Okay, so fast forward, we've been back for a week, straight up a week.
Has it been?
Yeah, we left last Thursday.
Feels like it's been 15
got back
years.
Friday. Yeah, a lot has happened. So what I was saying on timing was it's kind of good timing having to self-quarantine because now we can pack.
Yeah.
So you're a teacher. Your schools have all shut down, doing everything remotely. My work is all but shut down, but I will probably go back in next Friday, the 14 days. And so in the meantime, we're going to be packing and
figuring out how to live virtually.
This is crazy. So a lot has happened. We didn't really do anything for the last week, and now we did go look at rent houses over the weekend. So we're going to rent for at least a couple years here and see how that goes. But the rent house that we found, that I think we've settled on, we'll be paying right at half of what we're paying now. When you take into consideration our mortgage payment, taxes, insurance, and then all the utilities, because we're actually getting about 2,000 square feet less in size in the rent house we're going to, so it's going to be a little tighter, which is fine because we don't use half the house anyway. But we'll be paying right at less when you factor all that in. So I'm excited about that. The problem and the challenge is we've never done this before, where we move out of a house and need somewhere to live, but we don't want to be locked into a 2-year lease agreement if the world keeps going the way it's going and everything shuts down in 3 weeks whenever we're supposed to close and we can't close for whatever reason. So that's what we're trying to work through now, is scheduling movers, and we're moving most of the stuff ourselves, but all the big stuff we feel like we don't want to ask or burden anyone.
Well, and we really shouldn't see anybody.
So yeah, we don't want to burden anybody with the physical act of moving, but we also don't want to expose anyone to any germs, either us or them. So we're just going to hire a moving company for the big stuff, and we'll pack all the other small stuff ourselves. And somehow we will either be homeless for a few days or we will take possession of the rent house a few days early if there's some sort of clause to allow us to get out of it if we can't close for COVID reasons.
Yeah. We will not be homeless. We will be fine.
We may be living out of your parents' barn, literally.
Yes.
That might happen.
That may happen.
So the big two things that we were concerned about were the inspections and the appraisal, and those have both come back. Everything good to go.
Yes.
Appraisal came back for where we needed it to, for where the people needed it to qualify on their loan. So we got a note from a realtor yesterday that said everything's moving forward. So we'd put down a deposit on the rent house, and we'll see how that goes.
It's been really weird how, I don't know how smooth it's all been. I just like keep with, I don't know, kind of holding my breath, just waiting for something to not go smoothly, because it's just gone so smoothly so far. And with how crazy everything else is in the world, it just feels like it shouldn't be going this smoothly. It's just bizarre. It's a bizarre feeling.
So maybe your thinking's gone so smoothly because it was kind of rocky there for a little bit with selling the house. We thought we were going to get several offers. We ended up not getting several offers. And then this offer just kind of fell in place after it had been listed for 6 months. So maybe there's a little bit of that, hopefully. Hopefully nothing gets derailed. But when you say everything's gone smoothly, you're a travel agent, and that has not gone smoothly at all.
It's been a little rough the last few weeks.
So all travel is being canceled left and right. You're rescheduling, canceling vacations for free, basically, because you only get paid if people travel. So
matter of fact, I was just on the phone with Disneyland, and Dan's like standing over me, tapping his watch, saying, "Come on, hurry up, hurry up."
I was like, I'm pouring champagne out here, which, you know, I don't know if that qualifies for sparkling wine, but So travel. So it couldn't have come at a better time. Selling the house and having that monthly payment, because you're probably not going to get much of an income because you quit your job. We went over that in a previous video. Quit your full-time job to focus on your part-time job, which has since taken a huge nosedive with the COVID-19 stuff.
But it's okay. Once all of this passes, everyone will want to travel again.
Assuming that the house closes, we're good to go.
We are good to go. Yes. So hopefully that's going to be the last you hear of that.
That's right. Fingers crossed that we close here in 3 weeks. And we'll update you when we do. But for now, all is good. We will continue to
not drink this because it's gross.
but we'll continue to pack and get everything ready. So if you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe down below. We will update on our journey towards financial independence to travel. So this is a huge step moving forward. You can find us at danandleslie, LESLIE, at addictedtothemouse.com. We have a podcast that we publish twice weekly on Wednesdays and Sundays.
Yes. Yeah, so that was our email address, and then obviously our website is addictedtothemouse.com. You can also find me over at Fairy Tale Journeys by Leslie Lowry on Facebook. So if you are sick of hearing all about COVID-19 and you are wanting to plan that future vacation, please reach out to me over there, or just come follow along for, fun, joyful posts that don't focus on the virus.
And then finally, I am super excited to share our Aulani trip report vlogs. I've been a little hesitant to do that right away, just because I feel like it might be a little insensitive to post those. We were able to go on our trip right before this whole thing happened. I don't know. We'll definitely start posting them here in the next couple weeks, but that's why we haven't posted them yet. Just trying to be respectful and. But yeah, I'm super excited because we got a lot of good footage, I think, and we had a great time.
Yeah, for sure. So I can't think of anything else that we need to cover.
All right, we'll be back in touch.
All right, see ya.